Hello Leo, welcome to this reading. My name is Zane and we're going to be taking a look at the current energy for the sign of Leo for the week of September 6th. Now Leo, do keep in mind that this is a general reading, so take the messages as they resonate, drop the ones that do not, and also check out your sun, moon, and rising signs. Leo, do understand that the only place you can get anything from me is my website, zaneintuitive.com. Make sure you're using the link below. I'll never ask you for money or contact you for a reading via email or in the comment section. I am currently not offering sessions, so you'll see that they're out of stock, but I do have like my email list there, so if you want to check that out, you can look at my website. I also do daily content on Instagram, so if that's your thing, definitely give me a follow there. But with all of that said, let's go ahead and get into this reading. Now, if this message resonates, please do consider hitting that like button so other people can see the video. Subscribe for future updates and drop a comment. Let me know what you think. Also want to say I'm very grateful to the people donating down below. Thank you so much for your support. I really appreciate it. Same goes to my Patreon supporters. But let's see what we have here for you, Leo. All right. Make sure everything's in view, and we'll get right into this for you. Okay, looks good enough to me. Energy on the bottom, you have the Six of Wands. So this is a really nice card. This is the second victory in the suit of wands. It says you've gone through the struggle and the triumph and the challenge of the Five of Wands, and you're now given some sort of victory here, some sort of success. It means that you are doing well potentially in your work situation or your career, whatever it is that you're doing. Enjoying this celebration or enjoying the victories that you've achieved up to this point is all about what the Six of Wands is. And it's a pretty big one because, like I said, it's the second one in this suit. And so definitely like to see the success there on the bottom for you. So taking a look here, you have a pretty big reading, and we'll just go ahead and get right into this. So right away in the middle, you have the Queen of Pentacles. This is somebody who is, most importantly, makes practical choices and makes practical decisions in their life. They take level-headed steps towards whatever it is that they're looking to achieve or whatever it is that they're dealing with in the moment, okay, with the Queen of Pentacles. And so right now you're being guided here to establish some sort of grounding in your life. And I'm saying, like, it's important for you to, I do feel like there's going to be an ending or a moment here that comes up in the future. And it's going to be very important that you approach this from a place of level-headedness, from a place of practicality in the future. And this could be anything. This could be relationships. It could be money. It could be something like, is a life situation going on here where you want to tap into this Queen of Pentacles energy and ground yourself. So that's what I feel like is going on here for you. Now, in the past, you have the Strength card. There might have been some, okay, so you've had to have courage here over a situation. You have the Strength, Ten of Swords, and the Seven of Swords in the past. So here's the deal. The Strength card is the Leo card, okay? Obviously, this is you showing up here in a prominent position. Something here happened in your past that was challenging. And I get the sense that perhaps it's with a friend or colleague or relationship. It's one of those, okay, for some of you. For others of you, you know, you've had to take an empowered sort of approach to something. The Strength card is somebody who has so much courage that they can walk next to a lion, that they can tame a lion. And so there's been a situation here. It's also the energy of energy. And so some of you had like an energetic release in the past. There was a big event that happened, and this left you feeling damaged in a way because you have this Ten of Swords. This is something that's completely done, dead, over with. It's a very challenging card. However, the way that I like to look at this is it does provide you an opportunity to release yourself from what is no longer serving you. It also says that there's new hope here on the horizon. And what I would like to say is, this card in other interpretations, like the swords are in this person, right? And so it's painful when you get the Ten of Swords. It's something that's painful. And there was a painful sort of realization or event here that happened in the past. And I think for a lot of you, it's probably that it was around some sort of deception, probably from a trusted friend or something like that happened, or a colleague or something like that, where someone did you wrong here with the Seven of Swords. And not my favorite type of reading to do, but this is what's coming through. And so there was a challenge here, very clearly presented with you in the forefront, Leo, that you're coming out of right now. And in this current situation, you have the Knight of Pentacles, the Queen of Pentacles, and the Wheel of Fortune. The thing is, your luck is changing here. And that is what I would like to say. It's almost like you have been dealing with this issue, you've been dealing with this challenge, but at the same time, you've put some things in place that are helping you deal with this, that are helping you move forward here. Because we'll just go ahead and start. We've already talked about this Queen of Pentacles, but above that you have the card that actually comes before it, which is the Knight of Pentacles. And so just like the Queen of Pentacles makes practical choices, the Knight of Pentacles is dependable. They're hardworking, and I do feel like perhaps somebody took advantage of you and took advantage of that part of you here. With the Ten of Swords and the Seven of Swords, and this is what felt like it hurt so bad. The other thing is this Knight of Pentacles almost always indicates some sort of financial event arriving or something happening here. I wonder if somebody maybe stole something from you, or maybe just you lent money or something like that, potentially happening for some of you, and this person just has no intention of paying back, something like that. There's a financial situation here that's in view, that's on your mind right now. It doesn't have to be bad. And in fact, I think your luck is changing, especially this feels karmic in a way where you're getting something back for whatever happened here. And the reason why I say that is because you have this Wheel of Fortune card. This is a positive change in luck, positive change in material situations. This is a really good card. It's the energy of Jupiter. Jupiter is the planet of expansion, luxury, wealth rather, good luck, fortune. And so there's something really nice developing here. And it's coming after some sort of hardship where you were deceived. Now in the future, the thing is, it's almost like this isn't done yet. You have the Tower here in the future. This is an upheaval coming in. Okay, this is feeling like you're shaken down to your core, down to your foundation. And the reality is that perhaps you see the writing on the wall. Perhaps this hasn't happened yet. However, I do want to say that the Tower is, this is a feared card in tarot, and it should not be, because the Tower exposes the areas of our lives that we need to fix or that we need to work through. And you can't, I'm not saying you can't, this is impossible, but oftentimes you have to have a Tower moment to get to the next stage. And so oftentimes the Tower is a catalyst for healing. There was an injustice here. You felt blindfolded here, or this is going to happen in the future. With the Two of Swords, it's almost like I'm reading it as an injustice because we have these other two Ten of Swords here. And right in the middle, you have the Knight of Cups. For some of you, this is either a friend or a... the thing is, you have two knights here. Okay, so there's a lot of events that are going to... There are a lot of events that are going to happen here, but the Knight of Cups is like a romantic situation arriving, and I will say the Tower gets you into a different vibratory state. And so oftentimes when you have a Tower moment, people and other situations come in because your vibration changed. And so you could be meeting somebody at the end of this Tower, or there's something like that could be happening. So I want to get some clarity. I'm not sure what's going on here with this reading. Let's start to do that. If you're enjoying this video so far, hit that like button and subscribe. It helps my channel grow. There's also a bell below this video. If you hit that bell, you will never miss an update from me. And lastly, Leo, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for spending your time with me. I also have a Patreon. If you want to support me there, there's a link to that in the description below. So let's see what we have here for you. Leo, what's going on here? This is it's just like challenging. There's a lot of things going on for you right now. Okay, you have Melchizedek, higher learning. You've learned from experience. More inner study is now required to further progress. What I will say, I've said, friend or colleague, that can extend out to a peer as well, especially if you're in academia with Melchizedek coming in. But the thing is, you are learning from this experience, which is why I do kind of feel like the Knight and the Queen of Pentacles is here. Learning from the hardship. It is what it is, right? I feel like you kind of have that attitude. Then you have Lord Ganesh. Love this card. Infinite abundance. Obstacles are being removed. Spiritual support and connections are increasing. This is the most abundant card in this Oracle deck. And Lord Ganesh is historically a symbol for attraction, for abundance. And so definitely love to see that, especially with the Wheel of Fortune. Then you have Horus, Cosmic Gateway. Your thoughts are magnetic and powerful. Miraculous changes are occurring. So keep those thoughts positive. Keep those thoughts towards higher vibrations. At this time, it's strong because whatever you're manifesting is coming true, is coming through here with your thoughts are magnetic and powerful with Horus coming in. And so I do feel like that's kind of this message. You can have thoughts of abundance, or you can have thoughts of, oh my gosh, everything's collapsing, the world's burning, whatever. And I feel like you're just attracting at this time at a high rate here. You're magnetizing something. So let's see here. You're learning from this experience, which I think is important. It's really nice to see that. So what else do we have? Let's get some clarity here for you. Okay, 10 of Pentacles, the World, 8 of Swords. So first, the 10 of Swords, as I've said, is an ending, something that's completely done. And the World is also an ending because it's the completion of a cycle. However, the World's a really positive card. It's a very strong card too because it's the last of the major arcana. And so it says you've gone through the hero's journey or the fool's journey, and you're now given some sort of reward almost at the end of the cycle. And so, yeah, there's an ending, but especially with the World card on top of it, there's a new cycle beginning here. And it's probably going to be more in alignment with where you're going, because above that, you have this 10 of Pentacles here. I'm going to even extend this out to, it could be family energy, it could be colleague, friend, family, peer, something like that going on. With the 10 of Pentacles. There could also just be an intake, an uptake in abundance here with Lord Ganesh and the 10 of Pentacles and the Wheel of Fortune. There's no question about that. You also have the 7 of Swords, 8 of Swords. Look, you're trapped and you're blindfolded by whatever happened here with the 7 of Swords, okay? It's now bleeding into self-imposed restrictions, okay? If somebody deceived you, that's not your fault. That's their energy. And so I do feel like maybe you're personalizing that. You have the High Priestess, you have the 9 of Swords and the 5 of Wands. So we now have 7, 8, 9, 10. All these upper swords cards are challenging, okay? They are very challenging cards in the tarot, and you're dealing with that right now. And so I know this comes across as a little cold, but it is kind of a part of life here on earth, and that's sometimes the experience that we have. And that does not mean don't feel, and it doesn't mean that you shouldn't feel this way. Definitely feel, like if you're anxious, if you're depressed, if you're sad about something, it is what it is, right? I mean, work through it. Take the time to work through it. However, I do feel like you're making the best out of it because you have Melchizedek. I do feel like you are learning through this situation. The Queen of Pentacles and the 9 of Swords, just like this is someone who's having a nightmare, okay? But I do feel like you're being practical and rational around how to handle whatever's going on. There is a conflict. It could be around abundance. It could be around an inheritance, something like that happening here. And you have the High Priestess with the Knight of Pentacles. You have foresight, okay? The High Priestess is the divine feminine. They have intuition. It's probably the most intuitive card in the tarot. You have foresight towards how this is going to happen, and I would just trust your intuition here at this time. Ace of Pentacles, okay. 10 of Cups. Well, it's going to be a happy ending for you, Leo. It's going to be a happy ending. All is well here. There is upheavals. there are upheavals, there are things happening, there are big changes, there are potentially even abrupt situations going on. But you have everything you need to work through this, because the Ten of Cups and the Knight of Cups, that's like one big happy family energy. Okay, that's like the Ten of Cups is a windfall of happiness, good times, good emotions. And it's with the Knight of Cups, it could mean that you're attracting a real deal, like the long-term marriage partner or something like that going on here, someone that you would be interested in starting a family with, something like that happening. You have the Two of Swords and the Eight of Cups, walking away from a disappointing situation, making an empowered step forward. This person's about to walk towards their dreams. I feel like you're skipping over the Nine of Cups, you're going right to the 10. So it looks good. And the thing is, this upheaval with the Ace of Pentacles, it's like you're getting a new start through the ashes of the building falling. As the building falls, you're also getting like a new opportunity. Ace of Pentacles, new money, new situations, new contracts, financial documents, something like this happening here where you're signing something. You're getting a new start as things crumble, if you will. No, that's dramatic, but you have dramatic cards. I mean, 7, 8, 9, 10 of Swords, dramatic, okay? And especially with the Tower, but it's almost like there is something coming in here. And it's like your period of happiness is coming in with the Ten of Cups, the Knight of Cups, and Ace of Pentacles, where it's like, it looks really nice. I do feel like someone did you wrong, and you're just learning from that. I feel like you're learning to trust. You have a gift here. Coffin, family room, unexpected income, house, message of concern. Okay, so the way that I read the Coffin, don't get anxious about any of these cards, please, okay, because you have free will over the cards, and the whole point of these videos is to spread a message of positivity. The Coffin's just an ending, okay? It could be an end of a friendship. It could be the end of a job. It could be something like that happening here. There's challenging communication being delivered with the Tower, family room, and message of concern coming in. But it's almost like some of you are leaning on a family, or some of you to help you through this moment, or some of you are starting a family, something like that, after challenging communication. Throughout all of this, there's this message weaved in here of abundance coming in with the unexpected income, gift, Lord Ganesh, Wheel of Fortune, 10 of Pentacles, high honor, house. So some of you, it's like you're definitely abundant here as you're dealing with this upheaval. So hopefully this is helpful. Thank you so much for being here. A challenging message. If you enjoyed this, hit that like button, subscribe, check out my website, ZaneIntuitive.com. Consider becoming a Patreon. I will see you in the next one.